Good afternoon, Ravi.
Hey, hi, good afternoon, guys. How are you?
Good afternoon, Ravi. I'm
Yeah,
Ravi, and you?
I'm also good.
Very good.
Okay, now let's start our session now. After a long time onward, we are going to start it, na? Okay,
Yes, Ravi.
no issue, guys. Okay, so now everyone had completed last session's videos, whatever available on YouTube channel.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes, because guys, without last sessions, no one will understand today's session because API gateway, right? API gateway.
Yes, Ravi. API Gateway.
Yeah, so in API gateway, all discovery client, load balancer, all those things was there, na? So everything need here, guys. Come on. So it's my humble request to
Yes, Ravi.
everybody, right? Complete it last videos. Without last videos, if the people are thinking about that we can proceed in microservices, there is no possibility, guys, right? So
Yes, Ravi.
and even in the microservices, if anybody want to become a specialist in microservices, need to learn, guys. You guys are there in the right platform, right? So where I'm delivering the good subject to you people, right? So everyone, again, welcome everybody in the session. Let's take a particular everybody name: Ajay, Manish, Pujita, Pushpendra, and especially Ritu. She's joining from the
Yeah, I joined it today again,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm joining from Canada.
yeah. I know. So and Sami, welcome to everybody. Okay, let's begin our session again with the same energy, with the same confidence, with the same curiosity, right?
Okay, Ravi.
Yes, so from here onward, guys, every topic is important, right? Even in the microservices, every topic is important, but in the microservices, right? Without this topic, there is no microservices. Directly, I can say. But until unless if we not learn, right, others like discovery, load balancer, and what fin client, intra communication. After then what? Last time what we learned, Eureka, right? Eureka, sorry,
After-
Kafka, all those things. Without those things is supportive things, but if we want to implement security kind of things, and even if we want to give what external for external communication, right? We need to give some API, then our other people can access our what application, na? Come on. Intra
yes, Ravi.
communication, intra communication, what to internal communication for one microservices to another microservices, because in one project multiple microservices are there, na? Only one microservices is there, guys. Come on. multi
Multiple, Ravi.
Multiple microservices is there, and sometimes it's a need na, one micro communicating one microservices to another microservices, to take the services from one microservices to another microservices, na?
Yes, Ravi.
But just assume that our web application is there, like our web application is running in one server, and another web application need what, another web application need what, two services. Then what will happen? There is no possibility. So for that purpose we will implement what, API gateway today, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah,
Yes.
so first let's understand what as a diagrammatically, then we will, because without theory, if we start practical, then also think will not work, na? It will work, guys. First let's create image, right? Because our brain is understanding easily. If we create any image, then our brain will understand easily, and if we start practical on that image, then our practical also will become easy, na?
Yes,
Yes.
Ravi.
Yes,
Yes,
Ravi.
yes, good. Yeah, these people are really amazing, right? Satish, Pushpendra, and like these people are giving. Whenever I'm listening, you guys are wise, na. My energy is booming like anything, guys. Okay, okay. So let's begin our session now, and let's understand. So, okay, guys. So Spring Cloud API Gateway. We are going to start today. What Spring Cloud API Gateway, right?
Yes, sir.
So just only one thing, guys. Who is the dedicated person and who is the hardworking person, as well as what who is the giving the response in the session. I really like with whole heart. I'm liking these kind of people. So if the people want becoming what my favorite, then follow these rules, na?
Sure, Ravi, sure.
Yes. Okay, guys. So now today we are going to start what Spring Cloud API Gateway, right? API Gateway.
Get
API Gateway, right? API Gateway. Don't worry, we will understand what is the API Gateway, right? So first, what let's what cover last knowledge, right? Last knowledge. Then we will implement where we will implement these things. First, what we will do it now. Let's see this. Like initially, when I was started our microservices, at the time I said, right? Please switch off your camera. At the time I told, right, this diagram is need what until unless if I'm not completing microservices first day onward, I said, right? Come on, that full to full microservices diagram I said, na guys, come on.
Yes, Ravi, yes.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes. So just let's open that diagram again one time, and we will see that, and I will tell in which area we are going to working on in that diagram. Now please switch off your camera. This is the request. The people are listening. I'm saying, right, directly I will remove it. Okay, whatever you will think, I don't bother about that. If you are not controlling your finger, leave the session. That's it. Yeah, this is the diagram, guys. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, good. This is the diagram now, right? This is the diagram now. Okay, good. So just assume that, right here, what in which area we completed now? This area we completed, right? This area, right? Last time we learned what? Kafka, right? Kafka. Come on. After then we completed actuator also, right? First we started to learning what is that microservices connecting with what? Eureka server. How to register Eureka server, right?
Yes, Ravi.
And this area also we completed now. This area also we completed, right? So now we are going to start what? Now we are going to start our what? API gateway. Nothing but API gateway is nothing but what? Zuul proxy. Na, just by seeing that, what you guys can understand how much important this topic, right? because I covered everything in this area, right? But this area I given what is that? Directly and a single exit and entry point, right?
It's so like a gate.
Yeah, just like a gate. Just like a gate. Who's the given the response?
Me.
Yeah,
Ritu.
very nice, Ritu. Okay.
Thank you.
So good. So now we are going to start what is that today? API gateway. This is the last time discussion diagram. Even I told, right, first day also, this diagram make design like design this diagram and make as a desktop also, right? The people are remembering my wording. Come on, guys.
Yes, Ravi,
Yes, Ravi.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so now we are going to today we are going to start what? Spring Gateway, right? Sorry, API Gateway. So just assume that in a project, right? In a project, one microservices or multiple microservices is there now, guys. Come on.
Multiple microservices.
Yeah.
1 minute, guys. Just I will see that who's the not switching off the camera. I will remove that person. Then we will start.
Sunil, I think.
Sunil. Hmm. This much warning you are accepting? Hey, we are the Java developer, right? We are accepting just error, not warning, right? Compile time error, run time error we are getting, na?
Yeah.
So good. Okay, good. So now fine, guys. So in a project, one microservices are multiple microservices now.
Multiple
Microservices, right? Multiple microservices. So every microservices we are registering in what? Eureka server, na guys? Come on, yeah.
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, in the Eureka server, right? In the Eureka server, what is that? Every microservices what? Every microservices metadata is storing, na guys? Come on. Every microservices metadata is storing, na? Come on, yeah.
Yes, Ravi. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, Ravi.
good, very good. So this is the Eureka server, right? Eureka server.
Yeah.
Okay, good. In the Eureka server, what? But the question are, guys, are Eureka server is making HTTP call? Come on, no, yaar.
No,
No, Ravi. No.
Who is the
No.
making? If intra communication is there, we are taking some what clients, na? Some clients like what? Discovery client, load balancer client, and fin client.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, Ravi. Thin client.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ravi.
Fin client, right? So just assume that this microservices, if this microservices we want to access from outside, right? Because we are establishing the intra communication using what? Fin client, load balancer client, or any what? Any intra communication client we are using, right? For communicating this microservices, na guys? Come on, yaar.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes,
Right?
Ravi.
Microservices,
Yes,
if we want to access this microservices, right? So we are communicating what? We are using one what is that? One or another like what? One or another client, na? Then but those client for what purpose those clients are there? For intra communication. Those client we can't, like, just assume that this is what our Angular application is there, right? This is what our Angular application or React application is there, guys. Okay, this Angular application or what? React application is there, right? React application is there, React JS application. Just assume that, right? These applications are there, right? So this application want to access what? These microservices. Is it possible using what? Any what? Discovery or load balancer or fin client? Its possibilities there to access these microservices? No, right?
No,
Not
Ravi.
possible.
No, there is no possibilities there, na? So then one person need, guys, okay, one person need to communicate what? These microservices, only one exit point need and only one entry point need, right?
Entry point.
Entry
Yes,
point
Ravi.
need.
Yes, Ravi.
That person, yeah, that person name is what? API gateway.
API gateway.
Clear,
Zuul Pro.
guys? That
Yes,
Yes,
Ravi.
Ravi.
that person name is what? API gateway. API gate, right? Gate, nothing but what? Just way, right? Gateway means what? Give the some way to what? Entering in what? Entering in what? In our microservices application and exiting from the our microservices application, right? So this
Yes,
this
Ravi.
this one also what? This one also what? Microservices
Application.
only, right? This one also what? One type of what? Microservices only. One type of what? Microservices. This one also what? One type of one microservices only, right? So just assume that so this API gateway having what? One common API, sorry, IP address and what? Port number, right? Port number. So what will happen now? This API gateway will give what? Port number, their port number to whom? External world, right? External world is nothing but what? External application, right? So this application, yes, so this application, by taking that URL, right, by taking this URL, what will happen now? This application will make the request, guys. Okay, this application will make the request, right? Request
Yes, Ravi.
using that URL, right? Using that URL, right? Clarity will come, guys. Okay, don't worry, clarity will come. We are starting point, we are there in the starting point now. Because of that, some people will not understand, but don't worry, after ending the session, everyone will satisfies with our sessions, guys. Okay, our session, don't worry. Okay, so request, right? So whenever this application will make the request, then what will happen now? So now our API gateway will what? Our API gateway, because all microservices metadata is stored in where now?
Eureka.
In Eureka server, right? In Eureka server. Good. So what will happen now? So this API gateway will go inside that what?
Eureka, sir.
In Eureka server, it will fetch the microservices based on that appropriate microservices request, right? Particular microservices request, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Yes. So then what will happen now? This discovery, right? This Eureka server will give the metadata information about that microservices based on that what? Load balancing, right? No, sorry. Just this Eureka server will give the metadata of what? Microservices. Metadata is nothing but what? This microservices information, right? So then what will happen now? This one will return. This metadata is nothing but what? Data will return to whom? This data will return
API gateway.
API gateway, right? API gateway will what? API gateway will dynamically, right? One microservices can what? Run in multiple load factor na, based on multiple load factor or not, guys? Load factor, initial day I was starting point. Anybody is remember
sir.
that load factor, load balancer, all those things I covered already,
Ravi.
right?
Yes, Ravi.
Yes,
Yes.
Ravi.
So based on that what? Based on that less load factor, right? Microservices, our what? Our what? API gateway will what? Fetch. Our API gateway will fetch what? That microservices, right? That microservices, and this microservices will execute, and will give the response to whom? Will give
API
this
gateway.
API gateway, right? API gateway, and what? API gateway will return that what? API gateway will return that response to response, right?
End user.
End user.
Yes,
Then
sir.
end user will get what is that? Response, right? I hope people are clear about my explanation,
Yes.
right?
Yes, Ravi.
So
Yes, Ravi, crystal clear.
yeah. So but what is that? One more things is there, guys. Okay, so here what? Here we are not going to use what? Any fin client, discovery client, or what? Load balancer client. Load balancing concept also internally will work
Done
in
by
what?
gateway.
API gateway only, right?
Yes.
API
Yeah.
API gateway only will do what? Load balancing concept internally. API gateway only will support. We don't bother about that what to write what? Any load balancer code. Clear? That concept,
Yes, Ravi.
that concept is nothing but what? That concept is nothing but what we are saying now, guys. Dynamic routing. What we are saying now, guys?
Dynamic routing.
Dynamic routing.
Dynamic routing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dynamic routing. Dynamic routing, right? Routing spelling is correct na?
ROU.
Yes, yes.
How are you?
Routing, right? Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is called what? Dynamic routing. So now just I'm asking some question now, guys. Okay, just I covered, right? So I'm asking one question. Everyone active yourself, just give the response, right? So how many microservices can exist in our project? Our
Many
question.
microservices. More
Hmm?
than one.
Multiple.
Yes,
Multiple
yes,
microservices.
More than one.
yeah. How many microservices can exist
In one project.
in our project? Let's take our project, right? Our project. So many, right? Answer is what? Many na?
Multiple or many.
Many or
Yes,
Yes, Ravi, many.
multiple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one more question I'm asking, right? So where these microservices can run same or different system, are guys?
Eureka,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah,
Different system.
no. So
Different.
my question is what? This
Can be
microservices,
different.
it's not meaning that, right? This is here just we are using one like what, one machine, because of that we are learning, but in a real time it's not meaning that every microservices is running in a only one application. No, na.
No, Ravi, no. Different system.
Yeah, this
Different
microservice,
system, different languages also.
yeah, these microservices is running what? In a different server, right? But what must register with what? Eureka, right? Come on.
Single Eureka servers have
Yeah.
multiple microservices.
Yes, so must register with what? Eureka server, right? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Ravi, yes.
yes, good. So our question is what? Guys, this question is asked every time. If the people are sitting in interview, definitely like this question will come, right? So because of that we are preparing question answer also, right? Otherwise directly I can explain the concept also, but that is not work, guys, and even that is not good also, because every time if I if I pinch right, then if the people are sitting in interview, by default that answer will come. Because of that I'm like, I design like this only, right? So the question is what? Where these microservices, right? Microservices can run. Microservices can run, right? Can run same or different system.
Different system and different location.
Very different system.
Different system, right?
Yes, sir.
Different systems. So our answer is what? Our answer is they can run at any system, but what is the finally registered with Eureka? If that microservices is not registered with what? Eureka, then what? That microservices will not run.
Not for.
Not run, right? They
Yes, Ravi,
they
yes.
can run at any system. They can run at any system, but what? But finally register with what? Eureka. Register with
Eureka
what?
server is also a microservice, right?
Yeah, Eureka server also microservices only. Virendra, right? You are asking the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you are not watching our last videos as well as your first day. Just you was joining the first First day only.
Apache I have watched, but Eureka server I missed. But I will watch on your
No,
YouTube channel. Yeah.
yeah, watch it, complete it. In a first day only, I explained this one, right? Eureka server
Yeah,
also, Eureka registry and Eureka server also microservices we need to register. Otherwise, what? Our application will not run. That one
Right,
also we
right.
need. That one also microservices, and we need to give what? Some input key. I hope
Right, right, right.
Pushpendra is remembering, because he's every time having the doubt and he's asking to me.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so good. So good. So now the question again, right? Can Eureka make HTTP call to any microservices, guys? Come on, this Eureka just now,
No,
just
Ravi.
based on our explanation only, I'm preparing the question, guys. Like how our interviewer can ask the question. Those things I'm preparing now. So can Eureka server make the HTTP call?
No.
No, Ravi.
No, right?
Not possible, Ravi.
Can Eureka server make HTTP call? HTTP call to any microservices? Any
No, Ravi.
microservices? No, right?
No.
Answer is,
No, Ravi. No.
this is the question and this is the answer. No. But how we can make the request to one microservices to any microservices, guys? Come on, anybody
By
remember?
using HTTP, client, REST client.
REST client. To communicating one microservices to another microservices, we need REST client.
No, Ravi, actually we need the Eureka client.
We need one client, right? Just now
Yeah.
I explained,
Yes,
guys.
all
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, that will be like REST client also.
Discovery
It will be like a
client,
shared
discovery client, load
Load
balancer
balancer
client,
client,
discovery
pin
client,
client,
load
pin
balancer
client.
client. After, guys, just who is the newcomers in the session, right? This Zoom we are using the free, right? After 10 minutes and 9 minutes, this meeting will end ourselves only. Until unless if I'm not saying, okay, today's session is completed, again rejoin yourself, okay?
But Eureka
When
server and Eureka client, it is on HTTP.
yes, so discovery our load balancer, our fin client, using these client we can make what is that HTTP call to what? One microservices to another microservices, right? For intra communication, I'm talking about that intra communication,
Yes,
guys. So but what microservice can fetch, right? Can fetch data from Eureka using what? Using client, right? Client, those clients, what? Those client is what? Just what is that? Discovery client, right? Discovery client,
discovery client, load
discovery
balancer client,
load
and
balancer client, and what? Fin client.
pin client.
Fin client, using these client, what we can do it now, we can make the right, what we can make the request to one, sorry, we can
Intra-communication.
make the what? HTTP call, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, good. So okay, guys, so let's prepare one more question, right? So how many IP and port should we given to what? Front end team, guys? Okay, come on. So if
Single.
front end
Single.
team,
One
right? Front end team, right?
Single.
This is the front end team. So directly we can give, right? These microservices and these microservices IP address and port number. But there is a no use, guys. Okay, there is a no use. Some person need, right, who can execute their right, what their what classes, whatever classes we are writing in this microservices. Na, come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Some person need, right? So Eureka server. If we give Eureka server IP address port number, there is no use. What is the use, right? Until unless no one is there to read the data from these microservices, right? And Eureka server is what? Eureka server is just what? Collecting the metadata of microservices, right? It's not giving any request and a response. Come on, guys. Or it's giving? No, no.
No.
No,
No.
Ravi, it's not giving.
So, okay. So our question is what? Our question is what? How many IP and port? How many IP and port should we give? Are we given to what? Front end team, right? Front end team only one API gateway IP and port number.
Yes,
Now
Ravi.
come on, guys, don't
Yes.
worry. Again,
Yes, Ravi, only one.
just our what? Just I will take what? One real-time scenario with what? One real-time project, and their explanation I will, the same things I will explain there. Na the what clarity will come. Okay, the clarity will come. How service ID we will write, how based on that service ID, how our application is what? Accessing that what? That microservices, everything. Just wait, just 5 to 10 minutes only, right? 5 to 10 minutes. But to understanding those things, we need to learn this one. Otherwise, if directly we will start it, then like bouncing, anything will come. Okay, the things will go on top of our brain, but the things will not understand. The people will not understand those things, guys. Okay. So the answer is what? Only one, right? Answer is what? Only one, right? Only one. What is that? API gateway. API gateway, right? API gateway IP and a port number we will give, right? Port number we will give, right? So any another question answer also we can prepare based on this discussion. Okay, so now routing, right? Routing is there. So let's prepare one more question, right? Question.
Dynamic routing.
So what is routing, right? What is routing? What is routing, right? What is routing? So routing is nothing but what? Navigating to one microservices to another microservices port, right? So just assume that, okay, so this microservices and this microservices and this microservices, right? The microservices is there. So what will happen now? Just assume that 1,000 requests came, right? 1,000 requests came. So but what is that? The request, our what? API gateway will fetch, right? Metadata from what? Eureka server, right? Eureka server. Then what will happen now? Then that metadata will come. Just assume that load factor. Just what is that? This microservices is running with what? Full what? Their full capacity, right? Then what will happen? And this microservices is what? Just assume that this microservices having less load factor. This microservices having what? Full load factor. Then what will happen? Our what? API gateway will assign this microservices, not this microservices, right? So dynamically routing, right? So whose responsibility to selecting this not this
API
microservice?
gateway.
Sorry, not
Gateway.
this microservices port number and IP address, this microservices. Then our routing will assign this microservices IP address and port number. That is nothing but what? Routing. Come on, clear?
Yes, Ravi.
Yes,
Just
Ravi.
assume that here in the session only, guys. Okay, in the session, what multiple people is there, right? Multiple people is there. If I want to address one person, right, in what this session, in this session, just assume that this is the like Ritu is there. Okay, so just what we are, just I'm pointing the Ritu only, or I'm pointing the what Puspendra, or I'm pointing the Satish. These people, three people just I selected, right? So what will happen? Suddenly my mood is changing, right? Means what? Just assume that Ritu joined our first day session, right? So she don't have much clarity about it still, because suddenly the people will not capture our session, right? Our session, just in between anybody will come and directly, suddenly if I assume that this person is understanding full our sessions, right? Because previously she was not joined now. So then what will happen? Now my mood is changed. Just assume that I'm asking some question, right? So then suddenly what is that, Ritu brain is full of stress. Okay, Ravi is asking the question, I'm not able to give the answer. Then what will happen? My mood is changed. Just give the response. Satish, what is the answer? Then what will happen? Satish will give the response. Na, come on.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ravi.
So what will happen now? Suddenly I change, right? At the run time, what I decided to change that water asking question person, right? I'm asking the question, but suddenly what, within the last time I changed that person, right? Just I'm asking the question from Satish only. That is nothing but what? In the same things, if we implement in the application, that is nothing but what? Dynamic routing.
Dynamic routing.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. Dynamic routing.
Yes, Ravi.
So navigating to one microservices based on that what IP and the port number, that is nothing but what, guy? That is nothing but what? Routing, right?
Routing.
Hmm.
Yes, Ravi.
Answer navigating to one microservices based on IP and a port. Rejoin yourself again, guys, within the